Hello everyone, Fluffy Sylveon here today to bring you more coverage on Pokemon Sun and Moon. I would like to apologize for not being able to cover the last two topics that have been released previous to this most recent article. We won't be able to go over it now, so it'll just make the video way too long, and it's already outdated as of now. If you would like us to cover it still, please let us know in the comments below. And with that said, let's jump right into it. Our first order of business is to show off the newest new Pokemon that Nintendo have shown us. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one getting tired of seeing more Pokemon in the Alola region. It's ruining the mystery of what we're going to see in this region. Anyways, the first Pokemon we have on our list is Turtonator. It's possibly a play on words of turtle and Terminator. It is a fire and dragon type Pokemon with the ability Shell Armor. It also has a new very unique move called Shell Trap. From looking into the video, it looks like it absorbs an attack and reflects it off its shell. Other than that, it's just a killing turtle. Oh look, a Turtonator. Moonblast. Next we have Brawler. It is a fighting type with the ability Hyper Cutter or Iron Fist. Sadly, that is all that is said about it in the video. Let's look up more on this guy. Brawler has a personality that really hates to lose, and it's driven not only to aim for a higher position than its fellows in terms of social standing, but literally to aim for a higher position in the landscape. Perhaps as a result, it's sometimes found clinging to tall people or to walls of buildings. If you try to remove one against his will, you'll be met with a sound punch. Basically, it's ready to deck you in the face if you plan on irritating it. Next, we have Sandygast and Palossand. Okay, don't you dare say it. I know it's just a sandcastle with eyes, but look closely, it says ghost, which means that it's the ghost possessing sand, so it kinda has some right to not be called out like some Pokemon. Vanillix. Anyways, they are both ghost and ground type Pokemon with the ability Water Compaction. This one actually makes a lot more sense because looking from the video, you can see when attacked with water type moves, its defense increases, just like sand getting harder formed when it gets wet. Last we have Stuff, and honestly, all I want to say is, aw, this thing is so cute! Way better looking than Mr. Death Cuddles over there. It's still a normal and fighting type Pokemon with the same ability Fluffy or Klutz. Reading into it, it is stated this Pokemon might have a small body, but its strength is extraordinary. Receiving one of its powerful hits without being prepared for it can bring down even well-trained Pokemon. And reading very low, I found something that is very cute about this Pokemon as well. The truth is that Stuffle doesn't really like being touched. It hates being hugged tightly and will flail its arms in protest. Aw, just like a cute little kitten. I want one. But don't evolve. And with that said, I would like to go over other news that isn't based on the games. The same day when the newest Sun and Moon news was released, we also got a preview of the new GX cards. For those who don't know, they are cards that are very powerful in PokemonTCG, called EX, M, and Breakpoint. If you're really interested, here is a quick list of what they mean. My theory of these cards is that they are going to be like M cards, but once you place them on the bench, your turn is done. We'll be finding out what they do in early 2017. Lastly in today's news, well, this isn't really news, but the anime for Pokemon XYZ has kinda ended now since they wrapped up the KALOS region's Pokemon League, as known as Ash Loses Again. But overall, that probably means that we're going to now see Ash and Pikachu finally visit the Alola region, and possibly Serena, Clemont, and Bonnie are going as well. Not sure, since Ash changes partners in every region. We'll see. But with all that said, that is basically it for the latest news. I'm sure we'll be seeing more news very soon, and with that said, this is Fluffy Sylveon signing off.